Just finished welding in the spindle gussets. Here they are. And then I welded both sides, front and back. So now we need to clean up the frame, and we will weld on basically new one of these so that way they're stronger. Because what happens is these tabs will flare out under hard stress, like jumps. And then get the tabs welded on, clean, prep everything. Then we can put the control arms up, bushings all together, put all that in, mock it all up, get the bump stop set, weld and build some brackets for that. And then it all goes back together and I'm driving. So then it's time to do the rear. Trying to switch out the end of my CVs here so I can keep my manual hubs. So those are the stock ones. This is the Tundra one, and this thing's there's a compression ring inside of here and it's being tricky. So I built this custom slide hammer adapter to hopefully get them out. It runs directly into that stupid base. Is that even pointed in the right direction? Looking at what you're working on. Now you're going to have hours and hours of useless footage. This is frustrating. I don't have a tool for this, so we're using these big steel wedges to hopefully shove it off that compression ring. I freaking hate those compression rings. But I got this one off, so that's a win. This has gotten out of hand. We've spent like 2 hours trying to separate the CV out of the shaft. So this is a contraption we got rigged up to pull basically the end out of the thing. So we'll see if it works here. Something's gonna move. Rip. Broke my little stub shaft. All right, so it just broke off right here, so I welded it on more. This was bending, so I welded on some gussets. It's getting sketchier and I'm getting tired, and I just want this to go together.
Is it warm? This?
Here, stand back. Go.
Do you want to see my Pokemon cards?
Not right now. Damn, Jackie. It's like, go outside. You make a lot of noise when you're just around. All right, so it broke off, so I welded on even more gussets, and we're gonna try. This is like attempt number 20. I don't know what the right way to do this is. I'm just some butchcraft garage mechanic. I think we're just gonna bend that tab. The whole press is gonna start tweaking sideways here. Tweaking that top plate again. Destroyed. Broke off right there. Son of a beach.
And now it's broken for good. Right?
I don't know what to do with this. I'm greasy, but we're getting her done. We could not get a little compression sleeve ring deal out, so we just started cutting it. On the old shafts, so we cut that, and then on the new shafts, we were able to pop the thing out. And so we're just gutting it, and I'm using the parts from the new shaft and the old shaft. And basically the reason I'm doing all this is because this is for a non-manual hub shaft or hub spindle out of a Tundra, and this is for my manual hub, and I want to keep the manual hubs. So it's turned into a 3-hour endeavor about trying to get all the shit apart. I'm gonna have to beep that out. Get all this stuff apart. So I'm gonna put the internals. Where'd they go? Oh, here they are. The internals from this guy go into this guy, and then it goes back together, and then we can resume working. That's good. We're done. Probably a good idea. Oh, we did it, guys. So I got the old ones kind of just cut out of there, and we got this is the new end with the Tundra axle with my existing ends. So we got that done. Got the frame is painted and prepped. So tomorrow we will do kind of mock up on some of the arms, bump stops hopefully, tie rod end extensions. I got to go buy some new tie rod ends because this one, it's got, you can see it's just super, it shouldn't wiggle that much. And then once we do that, we can start putting the new parts on. So that's new lower control arm, got the new upper control arm, old shock, new coilovers. I'm stoked and I'm ready, and then we'll do some fiberglass. And I don't know what I'm doing on the rear yet. I might just cut it. Open it up 1.5 inches. I don't know, we'll see. Another day, another dollar. Okay, CV axles are officially not almost done. They are almost done, but they're not officially done. I got all the things back in. I got the inner snap ring put back together. The only thing I need to do now on these guys is clean all the grease off and put a new, hard to do that one-handed, put a new clamp on the outside of that, and I do have those. If you guys haven't figured out or learned about stainless steel zip ties, they are the cat's meow. They look just like this, and you basically just like insert it into itself, kind of wrap it up with a pair of needle nose pliers and cut the excess off, and they hold super good and they look way better than plastic under your truck. Maybe I'll show you guys how to do that when I do that. So now I'm going to push in my bushings. I got them all right here, and just some general purpose grease, and so I'm going to start on that. So here's the best way that I've found to do these. Sometimes you need two because they're a little short. Bummer. Just loop it up here, double them up. It basically works just like a normal zip tie, just has a little stainless tab in there. Wrap it around like this. Make sure it's where you seat it, and then just go with this, and then if you just twist like this way, cinches it right down. Go a little tighter on that. Take your die grinder. Cut off the extra. like so. Nice, tight, looks factory. Make sure you got either safety glasses or safety squints on. Good as new. Oh, my brand new paint. One down. I'm trying to streamline the process here and grease everything up. Now you don't necessarily need to grease the center of this because there's no bushing that rides on it, but I'm doing it for rust prevention. I like everything to have grease on it. If there's petroleum, there's no rust. No rust forming, at least. There's one thing for sure, by the end of this build, everything I own is going to have grease on it. Between the CV axle, the CV axles are kind of a debacle as far as grease is concerned. I was able to stay late at work today, which means I don't have to go into work tomorrow, which I'm excited about. I can get this project wrapped up, hopefully. I haven't even started on the rear yet. That's gonna have to wait till next week. I was hoping to have it all done this week, but between bonfires and just lots of work, working tens, been rather busy and tired. Why you no go in there? Sometimes I use a vise for this if they're too stiff, but these are going in pretty good. I hope I'm doing it right. They don't really send you any instructions with the kit. You're just supposed to kind of figure it out, which would maybe be my only gripe with it so far. And I kind of ordered the wrong kit, so I don't have the right brake lines for it. So I'm hoping I can just kind of make my factory brake lines work until I get the new ones. Zerks. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure why they give me a bag of beautiful stainless washers, but I have a feeling I'm gonna figure out soon. So whenever you're putting grease zerks in something, you always want to be kind of a little bit thinking ahead of how everything sits in there and how you're going to grease it. So I'm going to put both of these at like a 15-degree angle out, and I think that'll give me access to grease them. Oh, dang, I hope my background music's not too loud. Oh, that's tight. I like that. I don't even know if this is the right arm. I think it is.
Take me back when we were young, by my side under the sun. Used to be just you.
Snug fit, boys.
Oh, you really?
Hey, you're getting video. You're talking about this. All
Oh,
right.
what's up, mommy?
I didn't take a video because these guys. I don't know.
Who's these guys?
But look. Should be pretty cool. Got to clearance that a little bit. There we go.
Custom. Custom. What? It's apple juice.
This video is supposed to be kid friendly, Micah. Well, first test fit. Things are looking pretty freaking awesome. I need to rotate my bump stop though because I decided to weld it in before I checked it, and this bolt is hitting the spring right here. So I gotta cut this and then I'll just rotate it 15 degrees so it points out, and then weld it on. And then these guys will go right here.
I'll make sure it doesn't get wasted. I should probably slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, fast.
Yeah.
So I tried to get Mike to
He did a really good job. Remember, always wear. Oh, I forgot to take the bolt out. Now there's going to be paint on this bolt, not the other bolt.
I really like that tent. I will sell it for the right price. But it is nice. Just having a time.
You're just trying to convince me to buy it from
Yeah, this is all a giant marketing scheme.
Keep me out of the rain, for one.
Alrighty, we are getting everything dialed in slowly. I just got coil rail bolted in, bump stops bolted in and pressurized. This is tight, bottom ball joint's tight. Calipers back on. So I'm gonna go catch the other side up. I want to go try to pick up some new tie rod ends because this one, obviously, this should not be that loose. I'll show you. Your tie rods should always have a little bit of resistance to them. If they're like pretty floppy, then they're probably not good. See, this one's like it's a struggle for me to move it with my hand. So the other side definitely needs to be replaced. And yep. Well, I don't have any mounts for this because they don't give you any, so kind of hodgepodging up some zip tie mounts. With the crappiest scissors known to man. There you go. There's one sweet spot where the scissors cut. Basically just cutting up an old motorcycle inner tube to protect the reservoirs until I get them properly mounted, because they are expensive and I prefer them with no scratches. It's a tight squeeze. There we go. Protected in rubber. I actually think they look pretty good. I might leave them on, but I don't know if it's going to eat the finish when dirt gets under there, you know? I'm doing 4 sets of 3 zip ties. So what is that? 12 zip ties per shock holding the reservoir on per side. Should stay. So earlier I mentioned I didn't know where those 8 washers went. They are for the upper control arm. You go on either side of all the bushings, and either I lost a washer within the first 5 minutes of opening that packet, or they shorted me one, I don't know. So I gotta go find somewhere to buy one. Voila. She's looking more done. Both sides are looking pretty good. So for the tie rod ends, they give you these really beautiful stainless extensions, and I'm not able to get a ball joint in time, or a tie rod in, so I'm gonna pray this one holds on and send it. So we need that one 1.25 inches. Well, it's actually probably more like 1 3/16, but I can't find my 1 3/16 wrench. I don't know where she went. There's some copious amounts of red Loctite on there. Then use a 1-inch wrench. And I guess you just get that as tight as you freaking can. It's pretty damn tight. And then take this bad boy and just thread her back on. And I'm hoping that since this is with the kit that my toe should be pretty dang close. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to go get dang, I need an inner tie rod in too. I'm gonna go to Toyota and buy actual Toyota ones because I'm tired of these Chinese tie rod ends that don't last very long. Sometimes if you can't get a ball joint started, if you just put an excessive amount of force on the bottom of it, kind of locks it in. Just like that. I think I decided I should hire a video person to just follow me around all the time because if I'm going to do this YouTube thing, I got to be a lot better at taking video. I didn't get the fiberglass install. So I'm going to do kind of like a quick alignment on it, pretty much only do the toe. And once I get the toe set, I go for a test drive and go find something to yuck it off of. crazy. This thing is like a freaking race car now. I love it. Super tight. Way tighter feeling. I think I'm gonna need softer springs in the front. With the TDI, it doesn't weigh very much. And I'm flexed out right now and I'm not even touching the bump stop yet. Let me show up my truck. You can see. So I gotta get the front end softened up a little bit. I'm not sure the best way to do that. So I'm gonna call Matt at Mcmfab and see what he says. Because I don't know if the 600-pound springs are rated for all aluminum 4-cylinder like I have in here now, even with the winch and stuff. Well, she looks pretty good. Needs a bath. Obviously still have a couple small things to do, but she's looking pretty minty in there.